The man who was raised by wolves came down the mountain to find a job for the first time. To his surprise, he ended up being interviewed by the owner's daughter herself. The moment he saw her face, he was instantly captivated, but his intense stare was noticed by the maid next to her. She immediately scolded him, asking what he was staring at. Snapping back to reality, he quickly explained that he was here for the job interview. The young lady recognized him right away as the amazing butcher from the market, but before she could finish her sentence, a few chefs standing nearby looked displeased. They scoffed, saying it was an insult to compare them to a meat seller. The young lady quickly calmed everyone down, saying the kitchen recruitment was always fair and unbiased. Just then, someone questioned if his knife skills were really that great. He challenged the man to a demonstration, promising to step down if he truly was that skilled. Without hesitation, the man stepped forward, but just as he was about to show off his skills, the manager rushed into the kitchen. He told the young lady that the kitchen staff had all walked out and they were short-handed. He added that both the Culinary Association president and an international food critic were still waiting for their dishes. Everyone started panicking, worried they'd lose their jobs over poor service. They all began making excuses and slipped away. The maid turned to the young lady in a panic, asking what to do. Before she could respond, the man calmly said he could handle it. The young lady then brought him into the kitchen and asked the head chef for his opinion. Hearing that, the man immediately introduced himself, but when the boss heard he was just a butcher, he lost his temper. Without saying a word, he ordered his men to throw the guy out. The young lady quickly stepped in, begging her father to give him a chance. She insisted the man had incredible knife skills. The head chef then asked if he even knew how to cut vegetables. He warned that their hotel had high standards for chefs, but the man confidently claimed he had trained at the Shaolin Temple and was more than qualified. The boss then told him to try slicing a fish. The man pulled out his butcher's knife without hesitation. The head chef scoffed at the sight of it. But after a few quick moves, the fish was perfectly prepped. Still, the head chef looked unimpressed and said he belonged in a butcher shop. The boss inspected the fish and realized the man had used the rare skill of deboning in one cut. He immediately decided to let him stay and assist the head chef. The chef wasn't thrilled and protested that the guy would only slow him down, but the boss ignored him and told them to get to work. Left with no choice, the chef reluctantly agreed. He told the man to cut pig's blood into equal pieces without ruining the texture. With just a few casual slices, the man handed him a perfectly plated dish. The chef was stunned to see it was even better than his own. He then asked the man to slice chili peppers into a specific decorative shape. The man completed the task instantly and asked what else needed chopping. Impressed, the boss told him to start cooking. The man cheerfully agreed, but while everyone else was busy stir-frying, he stood at the stove, lost in thought. The chef mocked him, and even the boss started to doubt his judgment. He told everyone to wrap it up and get ready to leave. The young lady comforted the man, saying it was okay if he couldn't cook. But just then, the man announced that he had decided what dish to make. Meanwhile, the food critic saw a table full of organ meats and